Good evening, folks. Thanks for coming by and spending some of your precious time with me. I always appreciate when you show up because you know you're all my people. I love you. I always want you to be the big three, my friends. The big three. I want you healthy. I want you happy. And I want you safe. Today, we are going to take a look at another one from a local brewery. I know you guys like, dude, but I like these guys. They did that really, really nice candy bar milk stout. Delicious. This is their cuppa-joe. We'll put some eyeballs on here. We'll give you some specs. Specs. That joke is never going to wear out. It's probably worn out already. Anyway, cuppa-joe is an imperial-milk-porter. 1 pint, the ALC by volume, so would that not be the ABV, is 8%. The IBUs are 20. It does contain lactose. Is that what the milk means? Rich, smooth, and roasty, this imperial porter was brewed with lactose milk sugar and 20 pounds of freshly roasted coffee. Yeah, I know, but I'm not a big coffee fan. You guys know that if you've been here before. Intense notes of marshmallow, freshly roasted coffee beans, and mocha. Well, that was the reason I grabbed this. Now, I like this brewery, or at least I like the one beer I got from this brewery. So I thought we would roll the dice, my friends, and see whether or not this was any good. We'll find out. So, you know what we do now. We do the crack, we do the pour, we shoot the temp, we guesstimate an SRM, and we play music to piss off ScrewTube, because ScrewTube. Anyway, if you don't want to sit through all that bullshit, jump ahead 2 minutes. Our musical selection this evening, courtesy of the algorithm, is going to be What the Hell Did I Do from ZZ Ward. I don't know, but we're going to play it and find out. So, what the hell did ZZ Ward do, and was she any good at it? And away we go. I don't know if that's picking up that cascade, man, but oh, that's so pretty. That's a really, really nice head, that rich coffee color in there. That is pretty. I don't know if you're picking that up. She's really, really frothy on top. We need to have stops on these things. Very, very pretty, and as you can tell by the water on the outside of the glass, she is powerfully. What the hell did I? 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 What the hell did I?
artists in the world are playing right now on today's hits.
Yeah, no, they're not. Bite my ass. I'm old, dude, so commercials don't bother me. It's a really, really nice beer that's really, really dark. She's, when you light her all the way up, she gets into that rich cherry burgundy color. Let's call her a 90. That head, though, still absolutely beautiful. Look as she's coming down. Collapsing gorgeously. And once again, let's give you some eyeballs on that. Yeah, I need to put stops on here or something. Anyway, a good looking beer. You know what that, she might lace nice for us too. You know what that means. Biden time. Let's get that sniffer up in there and see what's going on. Surprisingly, I'm not getting buried under coffee, and they said they put 20 pounds of coffee. I don't know how many liters, gallons, whatever they brewed, so I don't know. It's 20 pounds on a 200-gallon tank is a lot different from 20 pounds on a 500-gallon tank. I don't know how big their tanks are yet. Again, though, I'm really not getting buried under coffee, and that is a good sign because I don't like coffee all that much. All right. You know what that means? Let's slip it a tongue. All right, not bad. Interesting. So I was expected to get smacked in the face with coffee, which I don't particularly favor personally, but I didn't. Smooth. I wouldn't say she's overly rich. Miss Squoozy. Medium. Even medium fast, about medium. She does progress, and she progresses at a decent pace. I'd say probably 2-3 seconds to work through it, and it doesn't step. So you've been here for other beers, and we've had step progression. This one just kind of works more on an angled slide type scale. She does coffee up on the back end, but thank the Lord, she is not overly bitter. If she was, then we'd have probably been married, and she'd probably own a house, a car, a truck, and a dog. So. Well, I'm not getting marshmallow, and really, when I read the description of the can, I was thinking we were going to be looking at more of one of those mocha frappa latticino unicorn rainbow piss things, right? She's not. But she is pretty well tempered. And that is the reason I said, you know what, we'll roll the dice. I like this brewery. Their brewmeister is pretty solid. At least he was from the candy bar. I haven't had anything else from him. This is the second beer we've had from them. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So when she comes in, it's tongue, extra, well, it's tongue, buccal, extra, intra, and soft palate. Sturdy. She bitters up lightly on the back end, and she coffee kicks on the tail end. But she ain't horrible. No, Angus, like a couple of years ago, driving home from work, and he decided he wanted to grab a six-pack, so he grabbed a Huss Coffee Kolsch. And he didn't bother to read the coffee Kolsch part. And he gets home, he pops the can, and he goes... And it was literally a cup of beer coffee. I haven't drank it because he said it's literally disgusting. And Angus and I have been together. He's my hetero life mate, after all, for better part of 3 decades. So he knows how I like to drink. She's really not bad. Again, I detest coffee. It is not my favorite drink. And you have to put a lot of adjuncts into coffee to make it passable for me. But this isn't that bad. That back end, the aftertaste where the coffee rolls in, not particularly good. And again, I don't get the marshmallow, but I don't know. Maybe my brain is broken or something. On the initial hit, I'm getting a sweet candied sort of cherry in there. I don't know if it's from the roasted malts, which it might be. We did one recently where I said what it really, really needed to put it over the top would have made it like a 5.5. Was a little bit of cherry. Now, I am picking up some cherry in this. That could just be me. I don't know. It's there. And when it hits, it's side of the tongue out to the buccals. Is what it is, man. I just call them like I see them. It's not bad, though. I mean, normally, if she was horrifically coffeeified, I'd be donating the rest of this to the fellas that can't be with us today. And the other 3 cans that are sitting in there what the hell's going on in the world? I mean, with shrinkflation and everything. But 4 pint cans for $18.40 by the time I walked out the door. It's getting friggin' ridiculous, man. She's passable. Would I buy this again? No. Would I drink this again? No. Would I like try it on tap? Just short. Don't give me too much, because it's not really my style. If you handed this to me out of the cooler, I would hand it back to you and ask you what else you had. And if the answer is nothing, well, then I would be on the phone trying to find somebody who can deliver beer to me that I can drink. While this isn't bad, this is not something I would go to. You know what? I might drink one to be polite while I was waiting for my real beer to get here. But that's about it. So, even at 8%, 8%'s a relatively hefty beer. It's not a 14, but it's not a 4 either. Yeah, she's okay. So, good for the style? Yeah. With the exception that I'm not pulling marshmallow, but, you know, that's person dependent. That's just how your flavor profile works. Everything they set out for is in here. You got the coffee, you got the sweet from the milk stout. She is smooth. I wouldn't call her silky. I don't know if I would say, yeah, I guess you could maybe get away with creamy. I mean, the texture is there. Well, I'm going to finish this beer, so obviously it's not horrible. Good for the style, yes. Interesting, yes. Well crafted, sure. I don't really like it all that much, but I am going to finish it. 4.5. Don't get me wrong. I'm really interested to see what this brewery kicks out. This is a 4.5 beer. So, thanks for coming by. Eyeballs on here. Much appreciated. Always much love. Remember, like, share, remind, subscribe. What do I want for you? My friends, my people, my family, my community. Happy, healthy, safe, honorable, dutiful, vigilant. Gray man. Head on a freaking swivel. Pay fucking attention to what's going on in the world, because it's a shit show. Hot and handy. Because, well, hot and handy because this is the way, my brothers and sisters. Miss Scusi. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for coming by.